trillion naira in the corresponding period of 2021, rising to 1.09 trillion naira in the same period of 2022. With dwindling oil revenues, the federal government has made attempts to increase its non-oil revenues, especially tax revenues. Now, the federal government said it had entered into partnership with the Turkish energy firm Exist Energy Exchange Istanbul to design a functional trading structure for the Nigerian electricity supply industry, among others. It said the partnership came on the heels of a memorandum of understanding signed by the Nigerian Bulk Electricity Trading PLC with Exist to boost cooperation and knowledge exchange between the two countries. The government said the cooperation agreement signed between NBET and Exist at the latter's campus in Maslak, Turkey, was designed to explore mutually beneficial opportunities for growth between both agencies. NBET currently manages a portfolio of over 13,000 megawatts of electricity for Nigeria. And the signing ceremony, according to the statement, was witnessed by the Minister of Finance, who doubles as chairman of NBET Board of Directors, Zainab Ahmed, NBET's Chief Executive Officer, Nemeka Eweluka, and the CEO of Exist, Ahmed Tokoglu. Now, assets under the contributory pension scheme rose to 14.36 trillion naira in July 2022 from 14.27 trillion naira reported in the previous month. This is according to the data obtained from the National Pension Commission on its unaudited reports for the period ended July 31, 2022. The data showed that 9.05 trillion naira of the total funds was invested in federal government securities comprising bonds and treasury bills. Other investment portfolios where the funds were invested included domestic and foreign ordinary shares, corporate debt securities comprising corporate bonds, corporate infrastructure bonds, corporate green bonds, and supranational bonds. According to PENCOM, the total number of RSA holders stood at over 9 million during the period under review. An economist, Dr. Muda Yusuf, has charged the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, to engage stakeholders of the maritime sector to appropriately capture its contribution to the gross domestic product, GDP. Yusuf, also founder, Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprises, gave the advice in Lagos. Yusuf said the maritime sector's contributions to GDP, which was very critical in the international trade process and generated appreciable revenue, was evidently underreported. He, however, noted that the oil sector continues to play a leading role in the generation of foreign exchange and a significant role in the generation of government revenue. Yusuf tasked government to address challenges of the massive oil theft, provide safety for the oil facilities, and implement the Petroleum Industry Act to reverse the underperformance of the oil and gas sector. He also tasked government to revive the textile sector by ensuring that all uniforms of security agencies and other government institutions are produced from local textile fabrics. Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Chief Timmy Silva, says a stable oil market will benefit all consumers, producers, and investors. Silva, who stated this in a statement in Lagos, said Nigeria supports the call by Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman, Minister of Energy of Saudi Arabia, to address the disconnects between paper and physical oil markets to ensure true reflection of the existing fundamentals. Sylvia said there was need for caution over current extreme volatility in the oil market. He added that Nigeria, a world energy major, would work assiduously in ensuring a right and necessary path to stability. The Executive Secretary, Pension Transitional Arrangement Directorate, PTAD, Dr. Chioma N. Ejimeke, has said that the agency is determined to screen, verify, and enroll 813 pensioners of Bank of Agriculture across the country into its payroll. Ejimeke made the disclosure in Kano during PTAD's Board of Agriculture Geopolitical Zones, Bank of Agriculture Geopolitical Zones, held in Kano. According to her, PTAD has already completed screening of pensioners from the Southeast and South-South zones, where 101 pensioners were screened and verified accordingly. In her remarks during the verification exercise, the BOA Head of Human Resources, Mrs. Yakubu T.W., said she came purposely to represent BOA to assist PTAD to screen and verify all their staff for them to continue enjoying their pension benefits through PTAD.
Whether we have faced any challenge, because we have the Bank of Agriculture that has solidly been taking care of these pensioners. So whatever issue that we have, they are there to make sure that they take care of that particular issue, right? Because there's some of them that don't have complete documentation, because there are certain things that we require: your letter of first appointment, your letter of last promotion, your letter of retirement. So we have the Bank of Agriculture there with us to make sure that those gaps are filled up. Because without those documents, our federal auditors, our auditors will not pass the payments.
So far, so good. Everything is going on fine because we've been working together with PTAD. All the documentation, everything it's in place. And for people that have issues, these are old people. Some of them, their documents are missing. Insurgents like the ones that have come from the northeast, their houses were burnt down. They don't have any documents. But at least in our files, once they can have their staff number, we're able to get a photocopy. And with the photocopy, they're able to go to the court and swear an affidavit that the originals have been burnt down or stolen or water flood or everything. And then we issue them with a confirmation that they are true. That's where we are here to give PTAD the support.
The Director of Trade and Exchange Department, Central Bank of Nigeria, Dr. Ozemena Naji, says there is urgent need to diversify the Nigerian economy to spur growth. Naji made the call at the 33rd Seminar for Finance Correspondents and Business Editors in Abuja. She said that the status of Nigeria as a mono-product economy had been detrimental to economy growth. She described a mono-product economy as one that depends on a single product or resource for economic growth and development. According to her, that makes Nigeria a mono-product economy owing to its dependence on oil and gas. It's time now to link up with Femi Ojo for some stock exchange report.
A good morning to you out there. Here is a summary of trading activities on the floor of the stock market for last week, Friday, the last day of trading for the week. I must let you know that the market closed on a positive as we have the Oil Share Index appreciating by 0.04% to close at 49,682.15 basis points. Over 193.5 million units of shares valued at over 4.640 billion naira was traded in 3,307 deals, and we have the equity capitalization summing up to over 26.796 trillion naira. A quick look at the top three gainers for last week Friday. We have Japo Gold top in the pack, gaining 3 kobo to close at 34 kobo. Hem Benefit gained 2 kobo to close at 30 kobo, and FCMB gained 18 kobo to close at 3 naira 20 kobo. For the decliners, we have Ella Lakes top in the pack, losing 40 kobo to close at 3 naira 60 kobo. Vitafoam lost 2 naira 20 kobo to close at 20 naira 30 kobo. And Nigerian Police Microfinance Bank lost 15 kobo to close at 1 naira 50 kobo. For the major players, we have Jais Bank top in the park, trading over 45.9 million units of shares. FBN Holdings traded over 24.9 million units of shares. Access Corp traded over 18.9 million units of shares. NEM traded over 11 million units of shares, and GTCO traded over 9.3 million units of shares. That was a summary of trading activities on the floor of the stock market for last week, Friday, the 26th day in the month of August 2022. I am Femi Ojo.
And that's it on Business Splash for today on Splash 105.5 FM, your integrity station. Don't forget to join us this Wednesday for another edition. Good morning. Thank you for listening. I'm Ronke Giwa Onafuwa.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station.